When humans and animals collide, the results can be terrifying, shocking, and sometimes surprisingly peaceful. These real-life encounters will leave you on the edge of your seat. A woman was enjoying herself on a quiet afternoon and was on her call with a friend in her backyard when a crazed fox emerged from the bushes. What happened next will shock you. Foaming at the mouth, it circles her aggressively. Could it be rabid? She screams as it lunges, teeth bared.
He just wouldn't stop, and my fear was that he was going to trip me up and I would fall and he would attack my face.
The woman tried to kick her, but at one moment the fox bit the woman.
And he held on, and I tried to rip him off. I tried to swing him off.
She kept fighting with all her might and then finally gave one final kick. Just then, her husband came with a stick and made the fox run away.
I will be grateful to him for the rest of my life, and I just thank God that he heard me.
A wild monkey suddenly attacked a man inside his cell. It grabbed onto the man's vest with both hands and wouldn't let go. The man tried hard to pull himself free, but the monkey's grip was just way too strong. The man feared for his life. Did the man get hurt? Well, luckily, a stranger nearby saw what was happening and rushed over to help. They both struggled to break the monkey's hold. For a few tense moments, the monkey even grabbed the man by the leg, making sure he couldn't escape easily. But after a tough fight, they finally managed to get him free. The woman was just peacefully walking through a friendly neighborhood, pushing her baby in a stroller and walking her pet dog. Everything seemed normal until it suddenly wasn't. Out of nowhere, a dog from one of the houses charged out and started attacking her pet dog. The woman screamed in fear, trying to protect both her baby and her dog. In the panic, she lost control of the stroller. Thankfully, the attacking dog's owner showed up and quickly tried to pull his dog away. But as he did, he fell hard and landed quite far away from the scene. Still, in the end, the woman, her baby, and her pet were all safe. The father and daughter were happily coming back home, not having any idea about the surprise waiting for them in their backyard. Just as they entered and started walking toward the house, a dog suddenly came out of nowhere and rushed to attack the child. Without wasting a second, the father threw the bag at the dog and jumped in to protect his daughter from any harm. A feral dog charges toward a playing child. Without hesitation, the father leaps into action, shielding his daughter with his own body. The wild animal snaps and bites. Will his bravery be enough to save them both? Safari goers were happily snapping photos of a giant bull elephant until it locked eyes with them, flared its ears wide, and charged straight at their vehicle, lifting the vehicle a couple of times and leaving people in terror. At one point, the elephant lifted it with its tusks. The ground shook as the massive beast showed its strength. The question was, could they escape before the elephant flipped their car? Ranger Alexander Runo jabbed the leopard to get it out of the cage. But things took a terrifying turn when the leopard suddenly leapt onto him. What happened next? The panicked ranger fought for his life, struggling against the wild animal. Just when it seemed like he was about to be killed, he managed to lift his legs and kick the leopard off him.
Look at my hand. It's cracked. It ripped apart. Almost made me blind. I learned a very painful lesson.
In another clip, a fearless grandmother was sitting quietly, not knowing danger was creeping up on her. Out of nowhere, a leopard came to attack, but the grandmother didn't freeze. In a split second, she grabbed her cane and fought back fiercely, forcing the leopard to run away. A crazy wild pig entered the shop and tried to kill the man. The shopkeeper, a man in his 40s, barely had time to react. The pig charged straight at him with incredible speed. He tried to dodge, but the animal was too fast. The man was knocked to the ground. Just then, his friends, who had heard the noise, came running. He grabbed a stick without hesitating, striking to drive the pig away from the injured man. After a tense and brutal struggle, they finally brought the wild creature down. A toddler slips through the bars at the zoo. The 400-pound gorilla looms over the child, gentle giant or deadly threat. The gorilla kept swirling the child for a straight 10 minutes, and before it could harm the toddler, the zoo authorities shot the gorilla dead to save the child's life. The man hides himself in a glass bar. He had only one goal: to reach the glass observation pod, a small dome-shaped shelter meant for safe wildlife viewing. Just as he slammed the door shut and locked it behind him, a massive polar bear appeared from nowhere.
To get to understand them, see them up close. Hey, bear. Oh my God.
In this raw footage, the bear moved slowly at first, sniffing the air, massive paws crunching the snow as it approached the dome. The only thing between him and the beast was the reinforced glass of the dome. But the polar bear had other plans. It began to circle the pod, sniffing, pawing, and finally pressing its face right up against the glass. It climbed on top of the dome, its weight causing the structure to creak. It slammed down with both front paws, again and again, from above, from the side.
Feeling the pressure there, she can actually feel that perspex is flexing. She's trying to see if she can crawl through it, she's trying to see if she can...
Minutes passed like hours. Eventually the bear paused, sniffed the air again, and slowly turned away. It lumbered off into the snow, leaving deep tracks and a trembling man behind. The raw footage ends with the man still curled inside the pod, alive but shaken. The glass had saved him, this time.
Definitely at this point my fear far outweighs my fascination. This is closer to a polar bear than I ever imagined I'd ever get.
These encounters prove that one wrong move can mean disaster in the wild. Which moment shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.